So basically today we discuss about the secondary management server, okay? And
Okay.
log server also. So
Hmm.
like we have a primary management server, okay?
Hmm.
Now we also need the like management high availability.
Hmm.
So for that we also have to configure the secondary management server, okay? And
Okay.
right now what happened, all the security gateways send logs to our management server, okay?
Hmm.
So what we want, I also want a separate log server for that, okay?
Okay.
So today I'll discuss secondary management server, okay,
Hmm.
and log server.
Okay. High availability of management server.
Yeah, high availability of management server, and also how we can, if we have a very big environment, then how we can configure a separate log server for that. Okay,
Okay.
these are the two topics for us. After that, I'll also tell you regarding the backup. Okay,
Okay.
so see, I'll install these two servers here. Okay, this is my checkpoint management server for backup. And
Hmm.
this is my checkpoint log server. Okay,
Okay.
so let me.
Same process or anything is different?
No. Same. Installation is same. Initial installation is same.
But it's in which VM they are connected?
In inside network only. VM net one.
VM net one. Everyone.
Yeah,
Backup and log server.
yeah. On VM net one only.
Okay. VM net one.
VM net one. Okay.
Okay.
So this one, this management server, this backup management server have IP address. So I just installed that server. Okay.
Hmm.
And I set the IP address. I nothing do extra. So
Okay.
interface Ethernet 0. So this has IP address of 10.1.1.240. Okay,
Hmm.
and this have 10.1.1.241.
Okay.
Okay, so let me take the HTTPS access for that. PS 10.1.1.140. So it's not one, it's 240. Sorry, it's 240. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me open this browser. HTTPS 10.1.1.240. So I'll get the access of the server. Okay. So
Okay.
I put the name admin. Password is admin @123. Okay. I don't show the installation because installation take time. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
why.
know that installation, how to install everything.
Yeah.
Just
That's why.
only for differences, IP address, everything.
Yeah. That's it.
One thing, everything is fire. There is no firewall.
Nothing.
Management server.
Yeah. This is for management only. I am
Okay.
first tell you management high availability. After that, I also tell you the firewall high availability. Okay.
Okay. At a single time, we will take the access of both management servers.
No. In one managed server, you go as a read-only permission, and
Hmm.
in one you goes as a read and write both.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my first time setup wizard. Okay. So
Hmm.
I go next. Here I set the time. Okay. See here I give the name. This is my
Backup.
checkpoint management server back.
Backup.
Okay. Here I give the domain name. Here I give the DNS 10.1.1.221 8.8.8.8 and 4.2.2.2. Next. See, I have IP address already assigned. Okay. And
Hmm.
default gateway is my firewall IP. Okay.
Okay.
Next. security gateway management server. I want to make it.
Management server.
Okay, so just press OK. See, here I select this management server.
Get.
Security management only. Okay.
Okay.
We check this one only for if we are making this Gaia OS as a checkpoint firewall. Okay,
No.
this is a checkpoint management server. Okay.
Yeah, management server.
And here I select a secondary. Okay.
Okay.
Here in this define the security manager as secondary. Okay.
Hmm.
Next, here I set the activation key ASDFGH. ASDFGH. Okay.
Okay.
Next, finish. Yes. So at the same time, I am also doing the same thing for this. Okay.
Hmm.
This log server. So here I set the name checkpoint log server. Okay. Here
Okay.
I give the domain name. Here I give the primary DNS number, DNS, secondary DNS, or tertiary DNS. Okay. See, it is not necessary we have to set all the DNS entries. Okay.
Okay.
Only one is required. Okay.
Hmm.
This is the IP address. Okay.
Hmm.
Next. Here, see, here I am going to make this as a security management. Okay. And also secondary. Okay. Not secondary. Sorry.
Primary.
Also log
Oh,
server.
log server smart event.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now log server. Okay.
Hmm.
Here I set the administrator name. Okay. So I give the name admin. Or I'll change the name for this. Okay. I'll give my name Hemendra. Okay.
Okay.
I'll set the password admin at the 123. Admin at the 123. Okay. Next. Any IP. Here I set the activation key ASDFGH. ASDFGH. Next. Yes, it is finished now. You have lots of noise in your background.
My chair is getting sound.
Okay. I told you later these like on which port this log server works and all these steps. Okay. Log services work on TCP 25257. Okay.
Okay.
And this SIC this SIC
Secure internal communication.
it's work on TCP 18191. Okay.
Once again, tell me the port number.
18191.
Okay.
I'll told you everything later in later videos about.
Okay.
And see, there is also checkpoint daemon service, which is used for sending policies or used for pushing the policy into the security gateways.
Okay.
CPD daemon. I told you these things how it will work. Everything in later now. Let this thing will complete. Move forward. I think I told you how to reset the SIC also, right?
No, you didn't. We can press that. What is called
That's
command in CP.
yeah, CP config.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Actually, I didn't see any environment like that where they have a separate management server, separate management backup server, and separate log server.
Okay.
I'll only see one, like they have a one security gateway, and see they have a like 4 security gateway, one server like that only.
Okay.
It's a like very big distributed environment.
So, what's the range of the box series? Which type of boxes? All are virtual or
No,
physical devices?
physical devices. In real, physical only.
Okay. What range of series you saw?
In Checkpoint, I am not much aware of the series. I have to check some document for that.
Okay.
Because we forget always that series.
Okay. Okay. A single smart dashboard, we can single smart console access. We can manage every servers, management
Yeah,
server.
yeah. Every from management server, we can manage every security gateways because generally we have one management server and lots of security gateways. Okay.
Okay.
So see, our see, this management server is ready for backup management server is ready. So now I am going to my dashboard. Okay, which is here. So I go to here. Because I am adding this into my. I want to like tell you my primary management server. There is also this log server and backup for management server available. Okay, so I add here. I use classic mode. Here I give the name. So the name is
Primary management.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. There is a security cluster host. Check. Okay. Management. Classic mode. Actually, I have put lots of pain in my back. So I'll give the name. This is my checkpoint management server for backup. Okay. Here I give the name 10. Here I give the IP 10.1.1.240. Okay.
Dot one is not set it.
Sorry.
1.2.40. One dot.
No, it's 240.
No, 10.1 dot.
See, 10.1.240.
You once again repeat that one. What? Open that smart console.
Yeah.
Here dot 1.240. It's at 1240.
10.1.1.240. It is right.
Dot is not represented. Yeah, it's represented. Okay.
Presented, man.
It's not visible for me. It's
Okay.
just like 1240, just like I'm seeing.
No. So see, generally we get like this. So we are go to in management. Okay.
Okay.
Here in second one. Here we select network policy management. Okay. Also, okay, it is enough. Network policy management, and also there is some monitoring management portal not required. This one not required. User identity not required. This is network management policy. This is a secondary server. Okay, it is automatically selected, and we select this one login. Okay, login in status because this we also want logs on this secondary server. Okay. So here I am going to also establish the SIC connection now here. ASDFGH initialize the okay. Trust is established. Okay. Okay. There and no okay. Let me also define the topology. the interface details. If we do any mistake or we left, then it gives the like that errors. We
Okay.
can find out. Fail to retrieve the registration request. Okay. Yes. So we added. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
See, where we get this tab here, Pulse Management High Availability. Okay. So let me do one thing. I am also opening my management server again. Check point smart dashboard. I'll give the name. Let me first. Okay, not an issue. Here I get 240. Okay.
What admin name?
Actually, Jill. I use Jill password. Okay, not an issue. I'll go to as a read only. The connection can make sure that the service is up and running. Yet have defined the as a graph preview. Okay. Let me do one thing. Let me first install the policies. Okay. It's very fine. I will say. You completed these labs like lecture first, second.
No, I tried to only for second. Just like installation is success.
Okay.
Both are success. I'm trying to you put GNS3 everything. I'm trying that one.
Okay, so that's fine. Great.
I think day after tomorrow onwards, I need one more time check about Palo Alto is also.
Okay.
I think free time is there now.
Tomorrow?
Not tomorrow.
Huh?
You are taking tomorrow is the last this for the class.
Sorry?
We
Actually,
will meet on 29th.
yeah. Now, today is the last class only.
Today or
No, no.
tomorrow?
Tomorrow, actually, I am leaving at 4 only.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't get the light ticket for night train. But
Okay.
I'll
Where is your hometown?
Jhansi. It's Jhansi.
Jhansi.
Yeah.
Which state?
UP.
UP.
Okay, so now I'm going to in this launch menu here. Okay,
Okay.
here I go to policy and there we have a management high availability. Okay, I'm clicking here. Failed to receive the content status region. Synchronization is in progress. Try up again later. Okay, there is a synchronization. Change to standby. See, we get like this synchronized. Okay.
When you click OK, this one is getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get so right now basically he's sending all the data to our primary this backup server. Okay.
Okay.
Synchronization in progress. So let me make it this one. Now
You need to log on backup server.
now I'm going to log in my backup.
Admin. Username is admin. 240 server IP.
Sorry. 40. It's working now. See, we give this fingerprints when we are logging as the first time, right? Approve it. Authentication to server is failed. Okay. So if I tried via Jill, password is Jill.
It accepted.
See, this one and going to try it. Okay. So
how did it accept it? I didn't get this one. How did it accept it?
See,
before we done about once again, let me complete me. Before you done about what is that? The username is admin, password is you put the address, that one okay.
Yes, yeah.
And whatever the user IP address is same IP address.
Okay.
It won't accept it.
See,
before you put it, the name is management server primary name and login password. Then after you put the own device IP address. But how did you got it?
See, the thing is this: when I tried with admin username, so the admin username is for my Gaia OS, not for the actual checkpoint. Okay.
Okay.
It's for Gaia only. We open this Gaia OS on a browser. That time we use this admin. Okay. Right now we have only Jill. Okay. Which is our username and user for this one. Okay. This checkpoint management server and secondary. Then when we install this secondary management server, that time we didn't set any username and password. Okay. That's why. So here when we are now, I'm trying to log in my secondary. So here we get this change to active, means we can make this secondary as a active. Okay. Or we just log in read only modes.
Okay.
So I'm logging as a read only modes. Okay. Because my first is now available, so I don't want to like mess with two. Okay. If we have another username and password rather than Jill, then we can also try this thing. That time it will work. See, we get all the information in our secondary also. Okay. See, administrators. HR is not these ones. Templates. This is a local database. Checkpoint. See, this is my Jill is here. Okay. So if I go to my this one. This is my primary. Okay. So if I go to my users tab, okay, here checkpoint administrator. Okay, I add new administrator. Okay, this is I'll give like my name. Okay, name only, and password, permission profile, not an issue. There is nothing like that. Endpoint. Here I give the full access. Okay.
Okay.
To this authentication. There is a checkpoint password. Here I set the password, which is same only. Okay. Password should contain at least 4 characters. This is so I set admin at the 123. Admin at the 123. Okay. So right now I also created. So let me install the policies. So this is the way how we can configure our backup management server. Okay.
Okay.
So let the installation complete first. Let me also check what about this one. Configuration complete. Okay. See this one here. I put admin. Okay. For accessing the Gaia OS. Okay. not for checkpoint. This is the Gaia OS. Here I use this admin. Okay. Get the installation.
One is for management server, one is for checkpoint management backup.
Yes, yes. Yes. See, we have this. This is a Gaia. Okay. It's not a checkpoint. This is a Gaia. Like, and we are after that.
Okay.
When we access this firewall via dashboard, then we are doing messing with actually checkpoint management server and checkpoint firewalls. Okay.
Okay.
Let me close this one. So done. See, if I am login again by using him admin 123. So generally at a one time only one user act as an active user. Like, see, only if I change to active means I can log in as a active or as a read only mode.
Read only.
Okay, means only one administrator login as a read and write both permission, and one login as a read permission only. Okay.
Okay.
If I change to activate, then see, failed to over to activate. Reason changeover is not allowed. Read and write client is currently logged in. Okay. We get this error. So we can either, or we also have one way. Yeah. See, there is a mode, write and write mode. Okay. Would you like to restart the read only mode? Yes. See, it is now starting the read only mode. Another one. Okay. So this is my primary right now in read only mode. Okay. And
okay.
See, change to active. Okay. If I press, so right now I'm logging here as a read and write both.
Read only.
No, here read and write both. Okay.
Okay.
This is my secondary now. Because in my primary I'll change the mode. Actually,
which mode that is?
See this one. This one is only read mode only. Okay. This is my primary 10.1.1.251.
251 is the primary.
Yeah, which is on read only mode. Okay, right now.
Okay.
And in my secondary, I am in write mode. Okay. So like that we can change the mode and all these steps. Okay.
Okay. The policies, everything will be synchronized automatically.
Yeah, automatically synchronized from. Otherwise, if not synchronized, if you want to do manually, then see, then right now this one is active, guys. So in policy here you can go management high availability. Okay. When you say from here you can also synchronize. Okay. Synchronized or change to standby, you can do all the things here. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not change to standby. Okay. You can do anything whatever you want.
Okay.
See, right now I'm going to change my mode. Yes, we start to write mode. Now let me also configure the clock server. Okay. Let first change the mode. Let me directly close. Okay. Whatever is there. This is gel. Password is gel 10.1.1.251. Change to active. Like that we have to like switch over.
Primary read and write permission you gave.
Yeah. This is my primary server. When you do by yourself that thing, that time you understand better. Okay. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
So now I'm going to add my backup server, this log server here. Okay. So in checkpoint management server,
everything we need to add on primary.
Yeah. No. If we are login in a secondary as a active as a write mode, okay, in a write mode, then we can do these thing in secondary also.
Okay.
Generally, I prefer this one only. Check log server. Okay. Here I give the IP address 10.1.1.241. Okay. See, in management tab, I select only login and status. Okay. Login and status. That's it. So like that, we basically now the thing is we select here this one. Now see, first select this thing. After that, you set the secure internal communication. Okay. Let me it install the reservoir login. Okay, see here I give the password ASDFGH initialize. Just initialize. Okay. Yes. Done. Okay. Now let me install the policy here. Let's wait for the completion. Also, let me start my client, which is Windows XP. Completed. Okay. So the thing is, right now what happened? This is my firewall. Okay. This firewall sending log to my management servers. Okay. So now I said I am going to this checkpoint firewall. I am just right click. I go to in log here. See, I get this type of things. Okay, so here only this right now only one server is there. HO checkpoint management server only. Okay. But right now we also have the deadlock server. Okay.
Backup server also.
Yeah. So I'll add one more server here. This is my login server. Okay. If I want to add also my backup server, then I can also add here.
Okay.
So
that you need to add the login server.
No. Yeah, login server I add only here.
Must and should it? Must and should.
Yeah, must, because only that time. See, right? I add 3 servers here. So what happened? This checkpoint firewall send logs to this server, and this server.
Okay.
All server get the log information.
Okay, now I got it.
See, or we can also do one thing. I'll remove this one. Okay. Here. So now I'll log in only this firewall send logs to this server. Okay. If this server is not reachable, then it send logs to these servers.
Okay.
See, in case of any above log server is unreachable, then send logs to this and this also. Okay. So let me here. Let me install the policy again. Okay. There is also one more important step is there. So let me log in my log server. Okay. In log server, I give my name as a administrator, right? 1, 2, 3. And here I 10.1.1.241. Okay.
Yes.
Login. Approve.
Approve.
This is my Smart View tracker. Okay. Wait for some time. Login to this machine. Test PC. Yesterday. Okay. Now maybe this guy sent some traffic. See, we are getting the CP log server, okay?
Yes.
But my firewall does not send any log right now, okay? Let me generate some traffic. Also, let me check DNS access, IT access. See, let me add here these two protocols, HTTP and HTTPS, okay? Along with DNS. So these rules become now. I delete this one and install policy one more time. See here, we are not getting any logs. Okay.
Okay.
These are logs for only log server. Okay. Not from my end host and rule one DNS access hide two rules. Okay. Let me do one thing. I'll disable this rule. I'll disable this rule also. See, we get this error because the thing is this one also related to 10.1.1.0. So basically all the traffic passed through this rule. So these two rules that time hide it. Okay. That's why it is getting this.
Install the policy.
Now install the policy again. Yeah, it is little bit complex. Okay. When you do these practical, that time it become very easy. You are little bit confused, right?
Not confusion. First of all, I need to do once practical. So then after I will understand.
Yeah, after that you understand. Like the thing is what happened. The only main thing is this. In this Checkpoint Smart Console, we log in as a read and write mode as a one user only. See, if me and you both log in as a write permission, you make some changes, I make some changes, that can conflict happen, right?
Okay.
That's why Checkpoint allowed only one user at a time only. Okay.
Okay.
Let me generate some traffic from here. Window R. Open this guy. See, I don't get any logs here. Still.
Once again, generated traffic. Google.com.
www.bitls. Google.com. So my company's blog, education, I don't.
Okay, once again check that log server. It show you the logs.
Nothing like that only. www.Bank of Baroda. Okay, so now see, IMD didn't get any logs. Okay, so the thing is, the last thing, we install the database server. Okay.
Okay.
Log server. So in policy, we have install not Yeah. Install database. Okay. For log server only. Okay.
Okay.
Because the thing is, my log server is not aware about these things. Okay, right now. So if I install this policy, that time it aware about all these stuffs. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say means it is not like synchronized with my management server and primary management server and secondary management server right now. Okay. So see, installing database is completed. Okay. See, database for completed. Now close. If I see a new database loaded to the security server, which may wrong. Okay. Let me log in again.
Once again, log in again.
Here I put the password. See, I'm getting logs. Okay. So now we basically successfully deployed this log server and backup primary management server for backup. This backup server. Okay.
Okay.
Now let me also complete how we can take the backups. Okay. So in Checkpoint, basically we have around 3 types of backup. Okay. Here I write backups in Checkpoint. Okay.
We have 3 types.
So one backup is which is called database version. Okay. Database version or database revision. Okay. So this database basically includes policy and objects. Okay.
Okay.
Policy and objects.
CTS.
Okay. These are the like small only like 5 Mbps or 50 Mbps. Okay.
Okay. Up to the mark of 50 Mbps.
Yeah. Or basically these type of database we can do via dashboard. This smart dashboard. Smart dashboard or via CLI. Okay.
Okay.
Not an issue. So this is the first backup. Okay. Second backup is which is called backup only. Okay. Basically it's like you can call this is a medium type of backup. Okay. So this backup basically contains Gaia configuration, means whatever we configure in Gaia OS and Checkpoint database. Okay. Checkpoint database means all the policies and all the rules, means whatever we configure via this one. Okay. This configuration includes into this our first backup. Okay.
First backup is only for policies and objects.
Yeah. Policy and object and net rules. These are the like and this one. Second backup is for these whole dashboard configuration as well as the Gaia configuration, which we like. Let me also take the HTTPS 10.1.1.250 let me 251. Okay. Recommended. Because I show you this one. This backup is this second backup possible via only CLI or HTTPS. Okay. HTTPS means via HTTPS. This one only.
Web access.
Yeah. In this dashboard, this is
whatever we have this dashboard.
Yeah.
This is we will get it.
System, advanced routing. These one routing, information system management. These are the Gaia config. Okay.
Okay.
These are the Gaia config. Okay, and this checkpoint database, these are the configuration which is in our dashboard. Okay.
Dashboard. That one is also we got it.
Yeah. So and see, the thing is in user management, the high availability. If we are doing BRRP, all these steps also there. User management. So this in maintenance tab, there is a system backup. Okay. So the second backup also called as a system backup.
Okay.
System backup. Okay. This is we take via CLI or HTTPS access of both. Okay.
Okay.
And it takes time. Okay. So let me take the system backup first. Okay. So I go to in there system backup. Here I add backup. Okay. So it is asked if we have a TFTP server. We have SCP server, we have FTP server, then we can send this backup to these locations. If we have FTP on FTP server, on SCP server, on TFTP, we are doing this in this appliance only. Okay.
Okay.
So I add, cannot start the operation. You should disconnect all GUI client from this smart center. Means we have to stop this one. Okay. So let me stop this one. Okay. Now let me add again. Add. So it is starting. Okay.
Okay.
So if we have any issue, then we get the error message like that only. Okay.
Okay.
And the third one is, you are aware of the snapshots.
Snapshot. Yeah.
Image /
We can save the same configuration, everything in some sort of particular time.
Yeah, snapshot. Okay. So that type of backup we also have. It's a like very big backup. Means if we are backing up our images and all these steps. Okay.
Okay.
It is also possible via HTTPS access and that CLI. Okay. So basically it contains the operating system. Okay. OS partitions. This OS partition, this checkpoint database. CP database. Okay. All the things are aware for that. Okay.
Okay.
It take also lots of time, this backup. So these are the 3 backups for that.
Okay.
See, backup has finished successfully. See, we get checkpoint backup management, this one, badness day, this. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to also do this thing via CLI, so I am logging in my management server right now. Admin enter 123. So if I run the command, so backup status. Okay. Backup is succeeded. If I run the command, so backups. See, I get the backup. Okay.
Yeah.
If I want to take the backup, then I do just add backup. Okay. Here we can add backup of the system configuration log present. Okay. So see, right now
log database override.
Yeah. So generally I first run this command log database override. Okay. See, in somewhere else we get this log also. Let me do in overview. See, we get this log. Okay. Configuration log now. So we can't do any configuration here. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the meaning of this command. Okay. Now if I give the same command, add backup. See, I am going to save as a locally. Okay. Creating backup. Use the command show backup status. Okay.
Okay. So backup status.
Performing backup. Okay. Right now.
Yeah.
Can show backup. So right now I have only one. After that I have two. Okay.
Okay.
So like that we can check the backup. See, we can also schedule the backup. Okay. So let first complete the backup first, because scheduling is little bit difficult with this CLI. So
Yes.
I'll show you in GUI. Okay.
Yeah.
See, we have the backup.
Two backups.
Two backups. So like that we take the backup. So if I go to my browser here in system backup.
First of all, remove that log.
I remove this log. Yes. See, if I add the scheduled backup. Okay. So backup name I'll give my CP, generally my CP MS backup. Okay.
Okay.
This appliance. Okay. If we have any location, then we generally just if we have a very big environment, generally we have a location. Okay. FTP or something like that. So we can set daily, weekly, or monthly. If I set on in a week, take it at 12 in the midnight, and it's on Sunday. Okay. So we can set like add the backup.
Automatically it will take the backup.
Yeah, now it automatically take the backup. If we want to restore this backup, see, we just select this backup, restore the backup, then it restore the backup. If we restore remote's backup, means if we want to restore the remote backup, we can also export this backup into my PC.
Okay.
Now it's exported into my PC. Okay. So if we do any mistake, see, it is imported in my PC. Okay. If I want to export this import from my PC, then I can also browse this one. Okay.
Okay.
So like that we do these backups. Okay. This system backup.
Okay.
We also have image management. Okay. This is the third backup. Okay.
Okay.
Image and snapshot backup.
Okay.
I am not going to take this backup because it takes lots of time.
Sorry. How to take this one? Example. Say me how to take.
Okay, let me check. New. I'll give loading.
Okay.
See, it's a creation of additional image will require 4.1 GB memory. Amount of space available in 12 GB. See, it is starting. Okay.
Cancel it.
I can delete or not. You can't delete this one now. It is started. Okay. So not an issue. I'll just shut down.
Just click what is called disconnect the link. Disconnect it.
Okay, not an issue.
Okay.
See, this command is executed in into my this CLI. Okay. So right now I can't do anything. So snapshot. What is the command for that? Snapshots. It shows the snapshot details if we have any. Okay.
It's showing 8%.
See, it is going creation of additional restore point will need this much space. Okay. So that is the way we can do these things. Okay.
Okay.
And let me also do one thing. Let me again log into my server. Just want this. Jill 251. It is allowing to log in me or not, I am not sure, because right now it is backup is progress. So we can also schedule these backups and all, lots of like things we have. See, in this backup we don't have any scheduling, okay, because it's a very big backup, right?
Yeah.
So generally we take system backup, okay. This is the best way to do the backup.
Okay.
We'll have some issues with checkpoint. See, if we want to this stuff now. Okay, now it is one. So if we want to take the database backup, so in management, somewhere we have this thing, resource services, use, verify data policy backup, not this one, global settings. We have somewhere that option. Data, see this one, database revision control, okay. Here we just go to in this one, database revision control, and we create the backup, okay. Give the name my, generally we give the date, okay. So today is at 24 Jan 2018, okay. We also define the time if we want creating a new version, okay. That like that we can take this database for revision control, database revision backup, okay. This is a very small backup. Create a new database upon policy, install policy operation. We can set, if we set this one, then when we install a new policy, it automatically create a backup for us, this database backup. Automatically delete old versions if we set this one. Then after when like there is some limits, when this limit is exceeded, that time it is start deleting, okay, from the last one, okay, like that. Creating a new version, maybe it will take some time, because the thing is this one also running, that system backup notes, this image. Take lots of time, I think so. Unable to connect to server, press OK to reconnect. Let me close this one, okay. That is the way we can take the backup and all these stuff, okay. You tried that thing I also show you again, not an issue. Maybe right now this is stuck, okay, due to that the big backup, okay. That is snapshot backup, that's why. So let me, version was created successfully, okay. So this one, if I said this one, create a new backup version on policy installation, automatically delete, okay. We can also configure delete version older than this 50 version. Here I set like generally 500, okay.
But we need to consumption of CPU, normal RAM, hard disk capacity. It depends on to the.
Yes. If we want to restore, then just we select here action restore version, okay. Like that we can do these things. Let me do one thing. Let me apply the install the policy again. Actually, it is hanged because the thing is, it sends the policies to that server also, that secondary server also. Lots of like operations he is doing right now. That's why. Otherwise, Game 2 GB RAM, it is enough to work.
Okay.
It is very fast right now. Now the thing is what gonna happen in market.